in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for we got. Down to that. They don't take none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is, you see me get it. 8212, just bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, shuffle limousines. Before I got $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them talk.
Back up. Here you come.
Match up.
Yes, sir. Box out. I got shooter.
Spike that up out of here. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine. Hey, box out. D up. Give it to me. Hey, kick it to him. Got ball. Scout, boy, you know these are.
Come on, hit again. pressing me. He can't guard me.
Stay. I got right. That indictment. Just to celebrate. Got 1,000 ones and 1,000 twos. Seminary boys getting money. When you run 1,000 bucks, when I really got on the weekend. She mad at me right now because I was her best friend.
Get that out of here!
I got him. Hey, I'm open. Come on. Stop the ball. Got a box.
Hey, man, pass the ball.
Oh, you been in the gym, huh? I got ball. Ready to get up, man.
Be up.
Good rebound.
Watch it.
That's a midi. Bucket. Here we go.
Hey, shot. Hey, right here. I'm open.
Nice.
Screen right. Shot, boy.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. Standing.
Let's ride.
Screen. Watch it.
My ball.
Can you stand? He's coming. Can you stand? Come on, give it to me. Come on. Here.
Play of the game.
get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, see my said. I be close to saying, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming free the fam, they coming home now. All this up on my, I gotta now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, all like the boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down. My go down, rats can't fold down. Your dough down, we ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go in my.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. Minnesota begins the game with the basketball. Rose to Towns. Another chance. Another chance to Towns. Missed a wide open look.
Here we go. I got him.
Looking to take this all the way, and he buries it.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Hey, check up, let's go. Watch that cutter, watch that cutter, watch the cutter, watch the cutter. Straight.
Straight on look. Towns to Wiggins. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Count the bucket for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Rose.
Everybody pick up. Dia.
Derrick Rose. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
When I see Andrew Wiggins and the Cavs on the same court, it's always going to make me think about what could have been. Now, the Cavs obviously made the right decision, and they traded Andrew Wiggins and Anthony Bennett for the likes of Kevin Love and won a championship. But in the back of my mind, and I'm sure yours as a fan, you're always going to think, what if?
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Shot from the lane won't go. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. Ah, but you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Rose into the front court. 8-2 our score. To Wiggins.
Shots up.
Can't connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Rose on the drive, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Durant, defended by Derrick Rose. Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
No good. John Henson with a piece. Kevin Durant sends it away. They've got it back.
D up, baby.
I'm left side.
And the basket good at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The Timberwolves have the basketball.
Screen.
Rose.
Cutter, get a tag.
To Wiggins. Fight to shoot for Minnesota. To Wiggins. The jumper's off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Wiggins, tough matchup against Durant. Deep left corner. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Croco.
To Leonard. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Gets it in the left corner. Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Derrick Rose. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Minnesota at the controls. Wiggins sizing up Bellinelli. Cavs have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
All right, here we go. Drop. You back. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, are you sure you want to give me the ball here?
Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Leonard. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Rose.
In the first quarter.
Wiggins to Rose. Doesn't get the bounce.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Andrew Wiggins, no one in the Canadians' postal code with the basket.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. To Towns. Cavaliers get possession. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your...
It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just... Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
I got ball. I got some for
The drive, right to the basket, going to launch, beyond the arc. Oh, with JR, it can be no, 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 yes, when it goes in.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Driving right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Lets it fly from long range. He's got it for three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
That pass stolen by the Cavs.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rose picked up by Bellinelli. To Covington. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. The follow won't go either. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Layup goes down. Well done.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Timberwolves have the basketball. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Derrick Rose, 4 out of 10.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Press him D, press him D. That's me. I got ball.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc and knocks it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Cleveland has the basketball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
For 3, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Goes to the left side. Durant.
Watch him, I got you here, right here, right here.
Dario Saric. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Minnesota with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I got ball. I got ball. Shot. Yep, I got him. I got him.
To Love.
Here we go.
Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Covington to Towns. Throws it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
John Henson snatching it out of the air. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. And scores.
That boy got
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
It's Minnesota basketball to Towns. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
To Rose. Here comes the screen.
Screen.
Kevin Love able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And count the basket. Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
I'm here. I'm gonna have shot. Oh yeah.
to Durant.
Watch cut. Hold on, split.
Kevin Durant. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Come on here. Come on.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Rose to Towns. Can't connect from inside.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Come on. Trap.
To Love. 4-3.
Double team.
That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. John Henson sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Kawhi Leonard with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Leonard, man, that was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now whistle, as Minnesota's going to take the timeout, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. To Wiggins. From long range. Cleans it up. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Leonard.
Rotate.
Durant.
Trap. Keep him here.
To Love. Fires the 3, and Kevin Love, no hesitation, hits the catch-and-shoot 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
out. Screen coming. Screen coming. Watch out. Watch out.
Kawhi Leonard with the piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Towns. Pass stolen by the Cavs. T-Wolves with the basketball. Kevin Durant sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
They can pick it up. They can pick it up.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Runner's good there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Rose.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump, bump, bump.
To Towns, down low. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this. Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Wide open look, won't go.
Here we go, my ball, my ball.
To Leonard.
Got him. Be up, baby. Be up.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Screen coming, screen coming.
The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Smith. Cashes in for 2.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Cavs at the controls. Gets it in the left corner. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Works it up top. To J.R. Smith.
Hands up. You got him. You got him.
Oh, had him going there for a second. The drive right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Leonard.
I got you. I got you.
Smith. Has a chance. Nice pass to set things up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Rose. Wiggins. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Here we go. I got him right here.
Got it.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Got a piece to knock it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch.
I got him.
During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Desperation shot here from half court. The Cavs are victorious. They're now 2-0 in this young season. For Jay Williams and all our...
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade, now my cut, fade, blue face, money stacking tall, it's like 6'8", new rave, star shining all in your face. It took me a minute, now I'm in the game, wait a minute, I've been minute, like it's minute paid, I been getting to it, getting paid, get away. Gotta meditate, get the guap, I'm praying and never stop. Wrists on froze, diamonds on me, do the milli rock. This yo, me when I hit the spot. Big day bros, used to post about a chicken spot. Had a chance, but you missed it. I can never fold, say you real, but you really not. Moving like a get you post like O'Neal, you ain't sending. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake. Gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade, I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just, she can straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid. I'm in BK10 up the freeway, I just made a highlight, need a replay. I be getting to it every night, what's the delay? Remember I was down, tables turned like a DJ. Shorty, you should leave your man, he a cheapskate. I can make a lot of bands on a weekday. She know that I'm the man, ain't no debate. I used to like it's eBay. I'ma do the dash like a relay. Money, I just put the cash on the 3-way.